Greetings, grace, and peace to you, beloved of God of Grace Lutheran Church. Pastor Ben here with another update from the pastor's desk. This one is for Friday, June 2nd, 2023. Happy June, y'all. And of course, as we move into our summer schedule here at Grace, there is so much going on. So I invite you to read through our Grace Happenings email from beginning to end, listen to those Sunday announcements, or take a look at them on the live stream, and get that calendar out and just mark your calendar for all the great things that are happening throughout the summer here at Grace. First, I invite and welcome your prayers for Amy, Eric, and myself. We are headed to Greensboro this weekend. And so this very morning, our every other year Synod Business Assembly is beginning. And so we are in Greensboro, taking part in that and being the representative voting members for Grace Lutheran Church. And so again, your prayers are welcome for us and for our Synod as we hear more about how we are working and walking together with 198 other ELCA Lutheran congregations throughout the state of North Carolina. We will be providing a report about what we hear and experience and vote on there. That'll take place on or around June 11th, so keep your eyes and ears out for that. Moving into our summer schedule fully this weekend, we begin our Grace Fest before worship, starting at about 9 o'clock. Weather permitting, that'll take place out on our front patio in front of the narthex with some refreshments sponsored by our different ministry teams. And so I'm very excited to spend that time of fellowship before worship each and every week throughout the summer. This week is special because during our Grace Fest, after we've had some time for refreshment and fellowship, I'll invite folks indoors and lead a very brief tour of some of our reimagined and transformed spaces here in the church, including the Wiggle Room and the Connections Corner and the Conference Room, which is also now our library and has been completely transformed. And so I hope that you'll be a part of that. We'll also share a word of prayer and blessing for those new and reimagined spaces. In just a couple of weeks' time, I will be going with our confirmation kids, 8 of them, out to Camp Agape for camp formation for a week. We do have a board set up in the narthex with their pictures and with some bags and some stationery and things, so you can write a note to them and place that in their bag. That will be a great surprise for them. Partway through a week away from home this summer at camp formation, they will get words of affirmation and love from their church family here at Grace. So I encourage you to check out the board, say a prayer for those kids as they prepare for camp formation, and write them a little note to let them know that you're thinking about them and praying for them throughout that week. We will be leaving on June 18th and coming back on the 23rd for camp formation. There are lots of education opportunities throughout the summer. Again, if you would check out, please, the Grace Happenings email for this week. It lists out all those opportunities. We have some through the Synod and the ELCA, but we also have some right here in Grace, like our Adult Sunday School that will be holding classes via Zoom on Thursday evenings and continuing with Augsburg Fortress curriculum, and I think that's going to be awesome. So there's lots of things that you can keep on your calendar to stay engaged with your faith throughout this summer. Speaking of Camp Agape, I also invite you to check out the link that's in Grace Happenings to all the different camp offerings throughout the summer at Camp Agape. If you have any questions, you can reach out to me. You can also reach out to Chandler Carricker, who is their executive director, and his information is part of that link. So lots of things for people of all ages and in all relationships. And so I hope you'll check that out. Lots of things coming up for youth as well. I feel like I don't want to make this video too long, but read through that Grace Happenings for the things coming up for youth of all ages as well. I think that's enough for now. So I hope that you have a wonderful, safe, and faithful weekend, and I will see you Sunday.